Good evening and welcome to Solano College for tonight's men's basketball matchup between the Sac City Panthers and the Solano Falcons here on the Solano College Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in to today's broadcast. I'm Zion Trammell, and joining me today is Trey Hunt. Now, Trey, we will start with the visiting Panthers. Tell us a little bit about what you're expecting from them in tonight's game.
Well, Zon, Sac City can come up as a wild card because they haven't found their number one guy to take over in scoring yet. But right now, Big Rustin, sophomore forward, leads them in scoring with just 13 points in 3 games. While I doubt they play through him trying to get everyone else involved, he'll definitely be key to their success if they were to win this matchup.
Yeah, and over to the home team Falcons, they do have that leading scorer and that guy to go to, and that's Hosea Barfield. So definitely should be expecting a lot of him, along with the other sophomore guard, Brandon Davis, and Solano. They're searching for their first win tonight, so we'll see if they'll get it done in tonight's game. So we got a compelling matchup on our hands, and when we return, we will have the opening tip-off, and a new broadcaster will be joining us here right after this.
Well, hi, everybody. I'm Greg Poff, director of the Solano College Sports Broadcasting Program, and we're here in the TV studio at Solano Community College, and I'd like to tell you about a great opportunity this summer. Now, typically with our summer class, we're covering sports because of the COVID-19 pandemic. We're opening up the class to all of you podcasters, YouTube influencers, to give you a chance to come in and create content that we can show on YouTube. You can have your own podcast. We can even put you on Channel 28 locally. Let's take a look at some of the equipment we have here in the studio. Come on. All right, we're here in the Solano College Sports Network studio control room to show you some of the equipment that you can use as a student here at Solano Community College. And the first thing I'd like to draw your attention to is the production unit system that we use. It's made by New Tech. It's the TriCaster system. This system is used by every major network. So you come to Solano Community College, you're going to learn video production on the TriCaster unit. So you'll be ready to go once you leave our program. You'll be trained on the same equipment that you would use in all of the major networks. You see the video production board here. We've got our speakers set up here. Here we've got our interface that you can use. So all kinds of equipment that you can use to be a professional in media production. Another great feature of our video production system, you'll be able to get training on the Allen and Heath audio board where you will learn the trade secrets for both radio and TV production. Here in the video editing suite, you will have access to Adobe Premiere and the entire Creative Cloud. If you can imagine it, you can create it right here in the Solano Community College TV studio. We have merged with Fairfield Cable Access, and that gives you the opportunity to use the same TV equipment that they use to produce their shows on local TV here in Fairfield, and that gives you the chance to also show your work on local TV.
And welcome back as we are set for the opening tip-off here at Solano College between Sac City and the Falcons. I'd like to welcome in Tiago Harshberger, who will be joining Trey and I in the broadcast booth. He is making his debut here on the Solano College Sports Network. Welcome, Tiago. How are you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. Obviously a little bit nervous for my first broadcast, but I think it's going to be an exciting game matchup.
Yeah, this will be a good game as Barfield will try the three, and he will knock it down. Hosea Barfield getting things going for the Falcons. He'll be joined by Brandon Davis in the backcourt. We've got Tim Moore, R.J. Lewis, and Lorenzo Martinez as the starters for the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Sac City, as that is a 3 and a foul there on Devin Joseph. He will be joined by David King in the backcourt. It'll be Brett Lynch, Vic Rustin, and Arnie Vargas as the starters for Sac City. And I believe this will be 3 free throws here for Joseph.
Yeah, the funny thing is I went to high school with R.J. Lewis, at Vacaville High School, and he was a senior when I was a freshman. And I just remember watching him, and he was cool to watch in high school.
That's very interesting as Joseph missed the second free throw there. So again, Sac City coming into this game at 2-1. The Falcons still searching for their first win of the season as Joseph goes 2 of 3 at the line. The sophomore guard, there's Tim Moore right there. And there is Lewis behind the back there, trying to get it over to Moore. And a turnover there as King brings it up for Sac City. Guarded by Moore. And that ball will sail out of bounds over to the Falcons.
So we're seeing just both teams starting off real sloppy, not knowing really where they want their passes to get to, but they just got to find their way.
As they'll swing it over to Davis, and he will drive. And it'll be Moore. Double team there over to Lewis. And he wants to clear it out over to Davis. And he'll put up the three-pointer, and that is off. And the rebound, loose ball, layup there is no good there from Martinez, and Sac City controls the rebounds. Tiago, what do you make of so far of both teams struggling to get some points on the board?
I mean, obviously, we got the early bucket from Solano Falcons, Hosea Barfield, start off the game, but it's kind of sloppy. I think the coaches are their players trying to get a feel for their team and what kind of roster, what kind of setup is going to be most effective against the Sac City Panthers. And as the game progresses, I expect a lot of heat.
Yeah, it's still early on in the season. I think both these teams just trying to find their identity, and, with sophomores moving on from both teams, they got to get the freshmen and the new sophomores to step up for both teams, as that is R.J. Lewis at the line. And he knocks down the free throws. So it is a 5-2 lead for the Falcons early on in the first couple of minutes in this half. As they'll swing it over to Lynch. And be down low there to Rustin. Lynch drives, hit hard there, and Barfield comes away with it, and they get it right back. There's Joseph with the reverse layup.
That was a great steal from Joseph, just to be able to get that steal right back to redeem yourself and then get the nice layup at 10. That was just great execution by Joseph.
And we'll swing it over to the sophomore Tim Moore. Nice crossover there on Rustin. He puts up the lefty jump shot, no good. And Martinez tried to get the rebound, and the ball will go to Sac City. So Sac City, they picked up their first 2 wins of the season, and they had a 76-74 win against Las Positas in their second game. And they come in to tonight's matchup with the Falcons on the road as Lynch pump fakes the three, puts up the tough layup, and it just rims out, and it is controlled there by Davis.
Yeah, I definitely believe Solano coming into the game, they have to be able to knock down their free throws and keep the turnovers low. That's going to be very key for them tonight.
Lewis down low to Moore. And he is fouled, and Moore will go to the line.
Tim Moore.
Oh, go ahead, Tiago.
Tim Moore shooting 52%. It's a wonderful chance of whether he's going to make these or not.
Yeah, this team is in this 2015-16 season, they shot 63% from the free throw line, averaging 69 points per game, and Moore is unable to make the first free throw. So
Yeah, free throws.
it is high school. And he can't make the second one, so it is still a 5-4 lead for the Falcons.
Yeah, free throws are going to be crucial for the Falcons. They have to be able to knock them down.
The jump shot is no good there from Rustin. And Barfield will have it for the Falcons. He's been involved heavily in this game so far, and that shot was denied there. And here comes the Sac City Panthers on the move, and that is a layup from Vic Rustin. And Sac City takes the lead.
You see, that was just great execution by Sac City to play defense and then get all the way back and get the easy layup. That's exactly how you want to execute that transition.
Swing it over to Barfield. Screen there from Martinez. And he will put up the tough shot, and that's good. Lorenzo Martinez on the board for tonight's game.
Yeah, Lorenzo Martinez, the freshman forward, really been putting a lot of heat on these games recently.
And the three there is no good, but the second chance basket from number 22, Arnie Vargas.
Yeah, Vargas just showed that he wanted it more on those second chance points, and he was able to get that rebound and just put it right back up.
Nice move there and a great pass from Lewis. But the ball sails out of bounds. We're 5 minutes into this first half, and we have some substitutions there as Tim Moore will head to the bench along with some other Falcons players. Looks like that's number 20, Patrick Ganaway, checking in for Solano along with Steven Jefferson. Barfield with up top. Over to Lewis, screened by Ganaway. And they'll get it down low, and hard to tell, was that a turnover, I believe?
Yeah, it definitely looked like it was a turnover. Solano doesn't seem like they have everybody on page, but that's what happens when you make a quick subs, and they just have to find their way with the people who's on the court right now.
I'm not sure if that dude on the sideline is from the future because he was wearing a mask on the sideline. And if only he would have known what happened 4 years later. And that is a travel there on Brandon Rowden, number 55.
Yeah, he definitely looks prepared for today.
For what the standards of today now in 2020. And there's Ganaway. And Barfield will put up the mid-range. That's no good. Both teams struggling from the field here as Joseph will push the tempo. And they'll kick it over the corner to Rowden, and that rims out. Lewis securing the rebound for the Falcons.
Yeah, we're seeing that Sac City is trying to get that shot off.
It's a nice move there from Alash Alayar. And the Falcons retake the lead. And that shot on the other end is good from Rustin. So a quick response there from Sac City. And now we might be seeing some baskets being traded here as Barfield drives. And that will be a charge and a turnover on Hosea Barfield.
Yeah, we're seeing the aggressiveness that he brings to the floor. You see how badly he wants to get down there and score, but sometimes the aggressiveness just doesn't go your way.
So Rustin will inbound it for a Sac City team that's averaging 78 points per game. They definitely are a better scoring team as an air ball there from Sac City. And Lewis turned it over there, and running the fast break for Sac City over to Rowden. The big man pump fake the three and turns it over. Here comes number 21, Jesse Carey, and that layup is good. Jesse Carey giving Solano the lead once again.
And that's what you like to see. You like to see your big man run in transition and get the easy layup.
Rebound from Jefferson, and what a move there from Lewis. Down low to Ganaway. And Jefferson will kick it over to Carey for three, and that hits front iron and no good, or tried to bank it in. And a no-look pass there results in a foul, and we will have free throws.
Yeah, we're starting to see both teams try to be kind of flashy when it comes to those passes. We've seen R.J. Lewis trying to do some no-look passes and with his fancy moves as well. And we see another flashing pass right there. He's trying to get the energy up on the floor.
So Vic Rustin will go to the line. The sophomore misses the first one. He was a 65% free throw shooter on the season. And the second one is good. Didn't look like that would go in, but nonetheless, it is a tie game at 11 with a little over 12 minutes to go here in the first half.
I really believe we just haven't seen Solano find a good offensive rhythm yet. But once they do, I feel like they'll be able to get launched off and get more confidence on the offensive end.
And a drive there from Jefferson, and I believe he's fouled. A lot of fouls early on in this game.
Definitely. Those free throws are really going to become a crucial part of this game.
Yeah, I think if you can, win the free throw battle, because these are, as Jefferson, I mean, both teams have kind of struggled from the free throw line early on. But, yeah, you're right, Tiago. The free throw game is huge. As Jefferson makes the second, and it is 12-11. Solano with the lead. And the free throw line jump shot is good there for Sac City. And they retake the lead. As Jefferson will get a screen there from Carey. And that is a turnover for Solano. Here comes Sac City in transition, and that ball will go back to Solano. Lots of turnovers, lots of fouls, and that has just been the main story of this game so far. As Brandon Davis just wants the ball. He's just ready to take it up here for the Falcons. And almost another turnover for the Falcons there. Alayar, bit of miscommunication, able to be saved there by Smith. And what do you know? Another turnover. Rowden gets the steal. And here comes Sac City. Rowden at the three-point line puts up a layup there. No good. And a whistle.
Yeah, we're starting to see both teams just play so very sloppy, and it's just not working out for either one of them, of course. And the turnovers you're just seeing and they're being very aggressive down low and just causing so many free throws. And let's see who will execute them more.
So Brandon Rowden will go to the line, and he misses the first one again. Just another missed free throw for the Panthers. Rowden is 74% free throw shooter, and he is good there. It is 14-12. Rowden averaging 15 points per game on the season. As Davis drives, and the layup is no good, and Sac City controls it, and they'll move it up. A three-pointer on the way, no good. Offensive rebound there by Sac City. And Rowden will try a three this time. That's no good. Another rebound for Sac City. Who averages about 36 rebounds per game on the season.
Yeah, if you're gonna let Sac City get all chance and third chance points, you have to be able to be better on the offensive end. You have to be able to knock down your shots and find a good offense if you're going to let them get some of the chances on their end.
And over to the corner for three, no. And it will go to Sac City. So again, a bit of a slow start for both teams. For the Falcons, they lost to Sierra in their first game 93-81 and then lost to Reedley in their second matchup 83-60. And I mean, as Rowden gets fouled there. In the previous matchup, Tim Moore with 19 points, shooting a very efficient 8 of 12 from the floor. And Hosea Barfield had 11. But the Falcons are going to try to reverse their luck in tonight's game as Rowden will go to the line. And he makes the first free throw.
And I like the aggressiveness that Rowden has brought to the floor already. Just coming off the bench and just making a point for himself and just showing that he's going to be aggressive the whole game.
And the second free throw is good. It is 16-12. And there we go. Lost the game for a second, and that ball sails out of bounds, and yet another turnover.
Yeah, that moment seemed like you ever been in a movie theater and someone crosses the screen.
Yeah, that's definitely annoying. And they'll swing it over to the corner for three and a air ball as Barfield gets the rebound. Down low to Ganaway. He fades away. No, and a hard hit there from Brandon Davis. Just kind of a blindside collision there. But it looks like that was Arnie Vargas.
Yeah, that was definitely a hard hit by Davis, but I like the aggressiveness. I like him going after those loose balls because you see he was the only one that ran after that. And that's what you want on the floor, even though he picked up the foul, but you have to be aggressive most of the time.
And what a play there as he missed a free throw and put up the layup. And the lead extends there for Sac City. Or did he? I might have made it as. Anyways, Barfield over in the corner, and he will throw the pass across the court there to Davis, and a travel is called.
I mean, even though he traveled, I still can't believe he made that shot. He banked that in. It's like, wow.
Top of this defender.
A timeout is called, so it is 18-12. Sac City leads with 8:22 to go in this first half. Turn to action as Devin Joseph bringing it up court for Sac City. And a mid-range shot there is good.
Yeah, we see that mid-range shot has been working for Sac City, that free throw line jump shot. That's what they've been most effective on.
You know, and it's pretty – I don't know if you remember this as well, Trent. I mean, it's apparent right here. With Sac City, with their jerseys, it's super difficult to identify the number when watching the game. I just remember when we did the game in November, it was just it was so hard to identify who is who because they have the black numbers with the black jerseys. For Solano, it's very clear with the white jerseys and the blue lettering.
Yeah, definitely. I remember definitely just looking on the corner like, who's that or who's that? That's why we just try to get used to faces more than numbers.
Yeah. Because I definitely know that is Devin Joseph there at the line as he knocks down the free throw. And the lead for Sac City is slowly growing. It doesn't really feel like they were going on a big run because they've been at the free throw line so much, but the lead is slowly growing here for Sac City. Tiago, what does Solano, or what do you think they need to be doing to try to come back in this game?
I mean, obviously we've seen a lot of aggression in this game, and Hosea Barfield is definitely one of those big aggressors, so he's benched right now, but just working with the offense. I know Canaway is a great defender, and he's going to try to work that defense and maybe let Brendan Davis get some big plays, like on that layup right there. And
yeah, he got the basket there, and Davis makes it an 8-point game. And I don't know if he hit that dude in the head or not, but either way, it is so. Moore is denied by Rustin. Here comes Lynch on the other end, down to Rustin, and it is going to be Solano basketball. Wow, that was a interesting sequence here. Just a lot of bodies falling and lots of collisions. Hard-fought game so far between these two teams.
Yeah, that sequence was really out of hand. Just the way that the defense on one end and then the turnover on the other end, just both teams not really knowing how their identity right now.
And here is R.J. Lewis, who's back in the game. They'll swing it over to Davis, who drives and banks in the layup, and it is back to a 6-point game. And a three-pointer on the way, hits front iron, no good. Lewis with the cross-court pass down to Moore, and he missed the layup. I'm sure Tim Moore wants that layup back. As a beautiful pass from Lewis as he gets the steal there, and this time Moore makes the layup. Another nice pass from Lewis, and Tim Moore redeems himself.
Yeah, I don't know if that would. Go ahead.
I was going to say can't miss 2 in a row.
Yeah. I think that's one of the more embarrassing things in basketball is when you miss an open layup like that, especially after a dime from Lewis, throwing on the run the other side of the court as Davis is swatted and that ball goes out of bounds. And that seemed like a nice rejection to me. Fans were not amused, or was that a foul? I believe it was a foul. You know, it's so hard with these games because we can't hear the whistle, obviously, and it's hard to tell if it's a block or a foul. So we see where the players are going, basically, as Brandon Davis banks in the first free throw.
Usually what I look at is like when the ref throws his hand up, then I know that they're going to the line. That's usually what I look at.
So some substitutions made for the Falcons as Lorenzo Martinez checks in and Davis misses the second free throw. It's a 5-point game. Here comes Brett Lynch. And Joseph turns the ball over. Lewis tried to get it, and Moore comes away with it. And Brett Lynch tried to save it, and I don't know why Martinez tried to – I mean, there were multiple saves on that one. Lynch made an incredible save, and then Martinez tried to save it. He could have just let that go out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't think Martinez used his basketball IQ right there. If he would have just let that go, then it would have been sacked. That was Solano ball going the other way.
And Joseph trying to find somebody to the corner. Lynch for 3, no. Rebound Sac City, and the layup is good there. And it's back up to a 7-point lead. Davis over to Jefferson. And Jefferson drives, and he gets that tough layup. to go, and it is a 5-point game.
Yeah, we just seen 2 back-to-back acrobatic layups that just looked spectacular.
And a hard collision once again. That was Steven Jefferson and Josh Lewis that time. Man, someone's about to get a concussion after this game. With all these collisions, as Lewis will go to the line.
Just by the way, you see the aggressiveness and, like you said, the hard collision and someone's going to get hurt. But, like, the way that the fouls are going, I don't know if they're going to last the entire game.
The first free throw is good, and yeah, that is a good point, Trey. Let's get a look at some of the fans there. And Lewis is good on the second. And that'll be number 3, Patrick Monroe, bringing it up for the Falcons. He drives, and that is another turnover for the Falcons. You know, it seemed like it's apparent that the turnovers are bad for the Falcons in this game. It kind of was a problem with the men's team when we covered them in the fall. That turnovers seem to really kill them, and I think every possession is so crucial, and when you turn over the ball like that, it's just giving teams free possessions.
Yeah, I definitely believe it's all about patience. Like, if you rush your offense and don't try to get a good rhythm going, and that creates turnovers and just nerves in your body.
So 4:11 to go in this first half. 28-21, Zion Trammell, Trey Hunt, and Tiago Harshberger have the call for you here. Rebroadcast from this game in 2015 on November 13th. And coming up this week, we'll have some podcasts as well. And some more rebroadcasts of old Solano College games, maybe some high school football games as well. As a 3-pointer on the way is good from Rowden, and a 10-point lead is there for Sac City.
Yeah, you definitely like when your forward can stretch the floor like Rowden can. The way that he's able to shoot threes and then be aggressive down low is great for the Panthers.
A deep 3 on the way from Monroe is no good. And Solano tried to match it. They couldn't. A foul is called. And that will be number 3, Devin Joseph, going back to the line. He's been at the line plenty of times this game for Sac City.
Yeah, I could definitely see Solano start getting foul trouble because the way that Sac City's being aggressive, it's just putting Solano in a bad position.
(32-21) is the score.
But yeah, Zion, I'm definitely excited for those podcasts and just get those topics out there and just have fun time just speaking our mind about everything.
Yeah, we will be covering a wide range of topics on these podcasts. Trey and I will be talking about the NBA, the upcoming NBA season, and how COVID-19 is affecting these teams and our predictions and stuff like that. And more people will have other podcasts covering other issues. We're not just going to be talking about sports. It could be about music or movies or just what's happening right now and updates with COVID-19 and stuff like that. So definitely looking forward to doing that as Ganaway inbounded there for the Falcons. Tiago, do you have an idea of your podcast for this week?
Yes, I actually was going to do a fitness kind of podcast in which I explore different kinds of workouts, different kind of diets, and I apply them myself and I see what's really working, what works for me, what works for different people.
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting topic. Is a turnover there for Sac City. I think that's a thing that a lot of people are interested in. So that should make for a solid podcast.
Yeah, I believe that would be a great podcast too, especially since people are going to be stuck at home again and just need those workouts to stay in shape.
Yeah, definitely. And Ganaway turns it over. Here comes Sac City on the other end. A three-pointer from Joseph is good. And a double-digit lead now for Sac City. The Falcons are starting to let this game slip away.
And that was just a great shot by Joseph. He went all over the floor, the free throw line, driving to the paint, and him converting all these different types of shots is helping Sac City a lot.
A foul called there. That is R.J. Lewis, and he is headed to the line. I think James Harden would be quite proud with the amount of free throws that are being caught in this game.
And I'm pretty sure the total of the free throw that both teams shot is James Harden in one game.
Yeah, that's probably his average. As Lewis knocks down the free throw. I think the difference between this Solano Falcons team versus the one in the fall from 2019, and I know I keep comparing and stuff like that, but that was the team that Trey and I watched. And I think with this team that we're watching right now, they definitely utilize their bench players a lot. As a three-pointer is good, and that is another one for Sac City. We'll get into that later as that pass or the rebound sailed out of bounds.
Another thing that we're starting to see is that the Sac City is starting to execute point game way easier than the Falcons are. We haven't seen Falcons knock down enough threes to try to keep up with Sac City.
A foul called there. 38-27, a minute and a half to go. As Ganaway will go to the line, a 6'6" freshman. Shooting just 55% from the line, and that one is no good. Sac City controls the rebound. And Joseph will slow it down.
Yeah, with a minute and a half left, you see that Solano's a little bit of half-court play.
Joseph open three. He knocks it down, and the Sac City three-point percentage is going up now. They're filling it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, Joseph has just came alive at the end of the first half, and you see how he's create the lead for the Panthers even greater, and now Solano has to figure out how to stop him.
And a foul called there. Seems like that's Solano's go-to right now in the response is trying to get to the line. It'll be Malik Fulks going to the line, freshman. Misses the first one. And now for Solano, I think at this point, just trying to get it to single digits at the half would be a win at this point. But the free throws have to be made, and the second one is good. So it's a 13-point game with under a minute to go now. Seen a big half here from Devin Joseph. And a crossover there. Joseph loses it, and it's taken away by Moore. Tim Moore fouled.
Yeah, it's definitely a strong way to just go into the. Oh, he turned it over. He just lost.
No, he did. He did turn it over. I think they might have gotten him for a carry. So it is Solano basketball. Or sorry, Sac City basketball, as a foul is called there on number 12, Brett Lynch. And he will head to the line.
Free throws are racking up. 10 fouls for your team. No bonus. Really coming.
Yeah, it's some hard contact, and I'm sure both teams wish they could make some more free throws, as Lynch missed both of them, and Rowden was able to get the rebound.
And that's what Solano doesn't want to give up towards the end of the first half. It's just another second chance point. Rowden was able to get it and then put it back up again. And now they call timeout to figure out which way can we try to get it back to single digits as fast as we can.
Yeah, they're down 13, and definitely want to try to turn it around. I think knocking down some more free throws would obviously be huge for the Falcons, as Sac City definitely wants to maintain this momentum.
Yeah, the thing about being down at the half is that you can make adjustments when you're down at the half. So Solano has to go in the locker room and try to figure out how do we come out and stop Joseph and then stop the rest of the Sac City Panthers that's been catching up to his fire.
Inbound, and they will get it to Joseph, who's heavily guarded by Brandon Davis. Lynch has it. We'll swing it over to Burns, back to Rowden there, and Joseph up top. He'll try a three-pointer at the end of the clock and see what they call there. I believe it'll go to Solano with 1.7 to go. And that was actually Kevin Strouder and not Brandon Rowden. And it looks like it's going to be free throws for number 21, Jesse Carey.
Yeah, it seems Rowden was just too aggressive on that rebound right there, pushed him in the back. But it's good that Carey was able to knock down that free throw. You're just trying to bring it down as much as you can before the end of the half. Give your team some confidence going in the locker room.
And he knocks down both free throws, so an inbound here will end the half. And that will do it for the first half. So Sac City leads 41-30 over Solano. And when we return, we will have the second half for you here on the Solano College Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Celia Esposito-Noy. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Melanie Fuller with Solano College Sports Network. I'm here with sophomore guard Brandon Davis. Brandon, what made you decide to come to Solano?
I've known Coach Nagel for about probably 12 years, and I was just comfortable with him. It was all about being close to home, and I was having my son right out of high school, so I wanted to stay close to home and raise my son. That really was the ultimate factor in me coming to Solano.
And you played on the team in 2013. What difference do you see in the team back then and now?
Back then, we didn't work as hard as this team now, but we had all the talent, like Jamari Moss and Corey Durant. All those guys taught me how to be a leader. But at the same time, we didn't have the work ethic that these guys back here have. So that's how I feel like we're different from that team.
And what personal goals have you set for yourself this season?
My personal goals are to be the best leader I can day in and day out, the best teammate I can, and just take the freshmen under my wing and kind of mentor them. But also I want to win games, and I want to get a 4-year scholarship out of here.
And as a sophomore, what role do you try to set for the freshmen?
I try to be a leader on and off the court, but also I want to teach them like that at this level you have to win games by playing defense. Not everything is offense. So I'm trying to teach them like that defense wins games and offense sells tickets. That's the main thing I try to enforce every day.
And do you have any pregame rituals?
I'm a jokester, so I'm always laughing and joking. I don't really have a pregame ritual. I'm not too serious. I always play around with my best friend, Hosea Barfield, so we're always joking, but that's really all. I'm just relaxed. Before every game, I actually kiss my son before every game, all the time.
Okay, thank you, Brandon. It was nice to interview you, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you, Melanie.
Hi, I'm McKenna Guerrero with the Solano College Sports Network, and I'm here with sophomore Javon Adams. Javon, what made you choose to come to Solano Community College?
Originally I wanted to go 4-year right away, but once I found out that wasn't an option, I've known Coach Nagel a long time, so he sat down with me, let me know like I'll be here and he'll treat me right, so I felt like that was the best move for me.
And Javon, what personal goals do you have for this season?
Well, I would like to win a conference championship, bring one home. We haven't had one in about a decade, so that's what we're going towards.
And before every game, do you have a certain ritual you do?
Well, you know, I just make sure I say a prayer, ask God to keep us all safe, go out there and play.
And as a sophomore, you're a leader on the team. What advice do you give to the freshmen on the team?
Freshmen, when it's your time to come, you know, step up. Just don't be scared. You got to shine. That's it.
Well, thank you, Javon, for being here. I can't wait to see you the rest of the season, and congratulations on your first win against Skyline.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Melanie Fuller with Solano College Sports Network. We're here with the men's basketball team today, and this is freshman Arash Aliar. Arash, what made you decide to come to Solano?
It was actually one of the assistant coaches that had to leave because he got a head coaching job at a high school. His name was Coach Battle, and he brought Coach Nagel over here to one of my high school games, and he recruited me. And he said a lot of great things about the basketball program here, so I was really interested in coming and checking it out.
And what personal goals have you set for yourself this season?
To be the best teammate I can be, and always work hard and do everything right.
And do you have any pregame rituals that you do?
Kind of just try to get focused with the teammates, rally them together, and prepare for our game.
And what's the best thing about being on a team with the rest of these boys?
We really feel like a family on and off the court. We treat each other well and we stick together, so that's really cool to be a part of.
Thank you, Arash. It was nice to meet you, and I hope you do well the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thanks. Hi, I'm Melanie Fuller with Solano College Sports Network, here with sophomore Jesse Carey. Jesse, what brought you to Solano?
I lived out here all my life. I actually went to San Francisco State. I graduated from there, but I got injured and I had to go get surgery. And so I worked out in the summer with the coach, and I really love John. He's a very smart, very intelligent coach. So his intellect pretty much brought me here.
And what personal goals have you set for yourself this season?
Last season I was put as a forward because I'm one of the bigger guys. Naturally I'm a guard, so my goals this season have been to kind of show that I can take the pressure of the guard. My defense is what's kept me as a big, so I'm just trying to get as fast as these little guys.
And do you have any pregame rituals that you do before every game?
Yeah, I tend to try and get hyped up. I've done Tai Chi for like 12 years, so I kind of meditate while listening to some music that kind of just gets my energy up, because that seems to help my mental thoughts while I'm playing.
And as a sophomore, what examples do you try to set for the freshmen?
I try and show them not to take days off, because I know how much it can hurt. Like the little things are what kill you. It's not the big things. It's always a combination of doing the little things bad that tends to lose games or lose, conference. So I try and show them that the little things are as important as the big things.
Okay, well, thank you, Jesse. It was nice to meet you, and I hope you do well the rest of the season.
Thank you. So do I.
Hi, I'm McKenna Guerrero with the Solano College Sports Network, and I'm here with freshman Dorico Rose. Dorico, what made you want to come to Solano Community College?
I live right down the street, and because I want to make a change in the program.
What personal goals do you have to set for yourself for this season?
It's not really personal, but I want the team to have a winning record and make it to playoffs.
And Dorico, do you have any pregame rituals that you do before each game?
Yeah, I just listen to music.
And as a freshman, what makes this Solano Falcon team different from any other team that you played on before?
We have a really good coach that cares about us, and sky's the limit.
Well, thank you for being here, Dorico, and congratulations on your first win against Skyline. Look forward to seeing you the rest of the season.
All right, thank you.
Hi, I'm Melanie Fuller with Solano College Sports Network, here with sophomore Andre Usher. Andre, what brought you to play at Solano?
Well, I grew up in Vallejo, and I just thought that coming to Solano would be a good opportunity for me, so I just came out here to try out. So.
And what personal goals have you set for yourself this season?
This season, last year, I really, I was struggling with my defense, but this year with Coach Nagel, he's helped me a lot with my defense, so that's my main goal right now.
And do you have any pregame rituals you do before every game?
I listen to a little bit of music.
What kind of music gets you pumped?
Right now, it's like Wale, mostly. It gets me in the calm mood to play basketball, but that's it.
And as a sophomore, what examples do you try to set for the freshmen?
You got to go for your goals. If you don't go for your goals, you're not going to succeed in life. So if you don't succeed in life, what's the point of you being out here playing basketball? So.
Well, thank you, Andre. I hope you do well the rest of the season. It was really nice to meet you.
Thank you. You too.
Hi, I'm Melanie Fuller with Solano College Sports Network, here with freshman Xavier Smith. Xavier, what brought you to play at Solano?
I just really liked Coach Nagel. He was I liked the environment in his practices, and I knew that if I came to Solano that I'd be better as a player, and I could see that he's very well with training and developing players, so that's what I wanted, and that's the reason why I came here.
And what personal goals have you set for yourself this season?
Personal goals I set myself this season is to at least get one charge every game, because I'm really good with defense, and just also try to get a steal. And also another personal goal is just to always talk on the bench and always be there for my teammates.
And what pregame rituals do you have?
Pregame rituals I have is listening to music before the game. Make sure I eat banana before every game because I don't want to cramp. And just make sure I get hydrated.
Okay, well, thank you, Xavier. It was really nice to meet you, and I hope you do well the rest of the season.
All right, thank you. Nice meeting you too.
Hi, I'm Melanie Fuller with Solano College Sports Network, here with freshman Steven Jefferson. Steven, what brought you to play at Solano?
Just the local school. I like Coach Nagel. He's very energetic, and he believes in me. And he just installed confidence in me to come here.
And what goals have you set for yourself this season?
This season is to just win a conference championship. And off the court, just maintain a 3.0 grade point average.
So what does it mean to you to be a student athlete then?
It means just hard work and dedication. And you just can't be lazy. It's going to be hard, but you just got to keep committing to it.
And do you have any pregame rituals you have to do?
No, not really. I just put my headphones in and just try to focus, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, well, thank you, Steven. It was really nice to meet you, and I hope you do well the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm McKenna Guerrero with the Solano College Sports Network, and I'm here with starting guard Hosea Barfield. Hosea, what made you want to come to Solano Community College?
Straight out of Armio. My grades wasn't as good, and Coach Nagel came to recruit me from Armio, and I just thought it was another opportunity. So I'm here to get better.
And Hosea, what personal goals do you have set for yourself for this season?
I want to be top 10 in state points. I want to get my team to the playoffs, and I want to win the Bay Valley Conference.
And Hosea, do you have any pre-rituals before each game that you do?
No, just stay ready. You got to always be ready.
And as a sophomore on the team, I know that you're a leader, and I noticed that watching you play on Friday. Can you give any advice to the freshmen this year?
A lot of freshmen are on the bench, and they don't play a lot. My freshman year, I didn't play a lot either. So to the freshmen, just tell them to stay humble and just wait for the opportunity, because the opportunity will come.
Well, Hosea, thank you for being here today, and congratulations on your first win against Skyline, and I look forward to seeing you the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Melanie Fuller with Solano College Sports Network, here with assistant coach James Givens. James, you actually played at Solano 2 years ago. What brought you back to coach?
I actually went and got a coaching minor at my university. So I just wanted to explore some opportunities with coaching, because that's what I love to do. So I contacted John Nagel, and he gave me an opportunity to come back to coach.
And what do you see in the young men that play for Solano now that you saw in your team 2 years ago?
I kind of see they like to work hard. We were strong at the guard play when I went here, and we're strong at the guard play this year. similarities. They can shoot it a little bit like how we can shoot it. They got a lot of good ball handlers like how we handle when I went here. So they just work hard, and that's what we did when I went here.
As an assistant coach, what do you want to show the boys this season?
As an assistant coach, I just want to just be there for them, that second person that can talk to them, give them advice. When they're down, just to pick them up a little bit, give them some pointers because I played at the next level, so I know how it is. So I just want to, just give them good advice so they can go out on the court and be as good as they can be.
Thank you, Coach James. It was really nice meeting you, and I hope you lead the boys to victory this season.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, I'm McKenna Guerrero with the Solano College Sports Network, and I'm here with head coach John Nagel. Coach Nagel, tell us about your experience so far at Solano and how long you've been here.
This is my 11th season, and the experience has been phenomenal. Just love the community, love the college, all the entities and the support and collaborations, like you guys, for example. It's just been an awesome experience.
And Coach Nagel, since you have been coaching for a long time, what is different about this Solano team than any other team that you've coached in the past?
I think they just have a lot of pride and commitment. I'm just really proud of their energy and how they thrive and represent in the college and the community. We're all local players, so they take to heart that we're representing this county and this community. So I just love the passion that they have.
And Coach Nagel, do you have any pregame rituals that you do before each game?
If I do, I should change them because we've lost 4 games already this year. So if I have any pre-games, I'm going to snap them and come up with some new ones. No, we just go through routines so they get settled mentally, physically, try to let them relax and focus. Yeah, but nothing specifically for me. I just try to get here on time.
Well, thank you, Coach Nagel, for letting me interview today. Congratulations on your guys' first win against Skyline, and I'm looking forward to watching your team the rest of the season.
Thank you. We appreciate your guys' support. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, you guys are awesome.
And welcome back as we are ready for this second half here as Sac City leads it 41-30. Trey has a basket, is good there from Ganaway. Good start there for Solano. What do the Falcons need to do to try to come back in the second half, Trey?
Well, I definitely believe we've seen a lot of turnovers in that first half, so we know that's key already. But it's definitely going to have to come down to these free throws. They've not been consistent with the free throws at all. And I believe it will help them a lot if they'll be able to knock through those points because Sac City has been very aggressive.
And Tiago, as on Sac City's side, what did you like from them in the first half, and what can they do to keep this lead?
I mean, this game has been a lot of threes and a lot of free throws, and I really love Devin Joseph with those great threes that really helped out and get the lead ahead for Sac City. And I believe they should keep that pace up, keep that aggressiveness. Devin Joseph with the floater, and he makes it, yeah.
Wow, what
so that exact
shot
kind of thing.
Yeah, go ahead, Tiago.
Yeah, that exact kind of thing from Devin Joseph, just good three-point shots, get him out there, still play aggressive, and tight defense on Hosea Barfield.
As Barfield didn't have tight defense there, but he was unable to make the shot, and that was an insane three from Devin Joseph at the end of the shot clock. As the layup is good there, I mean, wow, that was – I did not think that shot was going to go in, but Joseph was able to connect. And Barfield is able to put in the layup, and it's down to 11 as these two teams have been pushing the tempo a lot early, and Rustin looked like he hurt his back a little bit. Seems to be all right.
Gripping his leg a little. Wonder if there's a problem.
So he will go to the line, and yeah, I mean, that was a hard collision. We saw plenty of that in the first half, and Rustin is good on the first free throw.
And yeah, it's the exact kind of thing we want to see from Rustin here. One of the top scorers, obviously, for Sac City Panthers.
He is good on the second. So it is 48-35. That is the score as Sac City leads. Brandon Davis with the ball there over to Barfield. A deep three on the way is no good. And Ganaway, I think, wanted the foul there. Down low, a nice pump fake, and a tough layup is good. Great move there. And Sac City reaches 50 points.
Yeah, we're saying Sac City just find their offense and just be very consistent, especially about that crazy stop by Joseph, but they definitely found their offense and just been very good lately.
So it'll be free throws there. For Ganaway. As he knocks down the first free throw. Just learned of his nickname, the Trash Man. Is that correct, guys?
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely he's definitely making a big impact as it is 50-37. He will head to the bench.
That's definitely the type of teammate you want, though. The teammate that comes in and not afraid to get dirty, do the dirty things down low. Like, that's just exactly what you want.
And Martinez tried to control the rebound. Another foul is called. So it'll be free throws here for number 22, Arnie Vargas.
Yeah, the way that the Sac City's bench has came in and been productive, Solano needs that exact same production just to come in and just be and play aggressive defense. That's what they need.
The second one is good. So Vargas, he's averaging about 10 points per game on the season. He did. Yeah, that's when he was for the entirety of that season. As Jefferson drives, and he'll put up the floater there. It's no good. Joseph sprinting up the court. Gets it to Lynch, and Lewis comes away with it. Another insane pass to Davis, and he puts in the layup. Wow, what a play there from the Falcons, leading to a Brandon Davis basket. Meanwhile, Rowden on the other end, he knocks down a three-pointer. And the big guy, Brandon Rowden, has his second three of the ball game.
Yeah, we've seen aggressive threes from both teams on both ends of the floor. And I don't know if that's R.J. Lewis or are we watching Tom Brady. The way that he's throwing that ball across the court is so accurate and he's setting his teammates up perfectly.
Yeah, he is on the money with those passes. Definitely impressive. As Joseph is guarded there by Barfield. And it's taken away by Barfield on the clear, and he is good for the layup. A nice play there from Hosea Barfield, and Solano trying to gain some momentum. They're still down 13, but you can definitely see this Falcons offense starting to click a little bit. Rowden, mid-range, no good. And it'll be Lewis with the ball. Screened by Martinez. Or that is actually Andre Usher with the screen. Barfield 4-3. He knocks it down. Hosea Barfield has been a machine in this second half for Solano. And the ball almost sailed out of bounds. It's Joseph guarded by Barfield. And they will swing it over to Lewis. And the shot is no good.
What's called? Yeah, Hosea Barfield, he's really just been key in this second half. He's bringing a lot of power, a lot of aggression, and obviously some good points. And I think that's really key if the Falcons want to catch back up. Just get in there, get him plays, and doing all that.
So Arash Alayar will have it now for the Falcons. He checks in. Barfield is screened from Usher. over to the corner for a Lyar, and he is good for the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's what we didn't see in the first half of Solano, is them being able to knock down that three-point shot, and you see how it's helping them call back in this game.
As that ball goes out of bounds, and yeah, Trey, we've seen the three-pointer from Barfield, Lyar. Definitely a hot start for the Falcons from three-point land, and Sac City will inbound it. That is the third time someone has walked across the camera. I don't know if we really had that issue in the fall. Early spring, we had people running across or walking across the cameras. We'll have to keep track on that. We'll have to keep track of how many times someone walks across the camera. As they there. What were you guys saying?
I was going to say keep a running tally if every person's ever
Yeah. It'll be free throws there for Rustin as he will try to extend this lead. It's 54-47, and he is good on the first free throw. And Barfield trying to, I'm not really sure what he's coaching Nagel over there. And that free throw is no good. Lewis controls the rebound. And they'll swing it over to the corner to Usher. Jefferson loses control of it, but he's able to find a Lyar. Barfield for three, no. And Rustin will get it over to David King, who we haven't seen a lot of in this first half. Rowden for three, no. King able to get the rebound in a second life for Sac City.
And that's going to hurt the Falcons at the end towards the end of this half. Is just the second chance points that you're giving up. You have to be able to secure those rebounds.
Awkward shot there, and Barfield able to get the rebound. And a nice crossover there. He knifes his way through the defense, and he is fouled. Hosea Barfield getting things done for the Falcons.
Yeah,
go ahead, Trey.
I was just going to say that Barfield knows how to just run that offense. The way he's able to either find his own shot or drive to the lane, or either him and RJ know how to get the other people involved as well. And the way he's running that team as a sophomore, he's doing a good job.
Hosea Barfield from Armio High School. He is now, or actually, I'm not sure. I believe he'd probably be done by now. He's at William Penn University in Iowa. Yeah, I think if he was in his sophomore year, yeah, he'd be done. He's probably done with school by now.
What if he went on to become a cop?
What if he what?
I wonder if he went on to become a cop with the aspirations to do.
As a turnover there, and Solano on the other end, Barfield loses it. Yeah, a decent amount of players. There was 5 players on this team that committed to play college basketball at other schools. RJ Lewis went to Notre Dame de Namur University in Belmont. Lorenzo Martinez at Southwestern University in Georgetown, Texas. Patrick Monroe went to Holy Names University in Oakland. Javon Adams, Park University, and Tim Moore went to Huston-Tillotson University in Austin, Texas. So that is where these players from Solano went or could still potentially be going to college at.
They went pretty far. You hear Texas, that's far from Solano.
Yeah. As a layup is good there, it's down to a 6-point game. Yeah, they had 2 players going to Texas, and Barfield headed to Iowa. And Barfield gets the steal. Barfield in transition. Nice pass to Eliar. And they missed the layup. I don't know about you guys, but I think Barfield could have taken that shot there.
I think he could, yeah, definitely. He would have sealed that one.
Corner 3, once again, and Eliar is able to knock it down. But, yeah, Barfield, I definitely think he should have taken that shot there. And Eliar, I'm not sure if he was expecting that pass.
Eliar's been really crucial in this game. And he's just knocking down threes. We obviously saw a couple of spin moves in the first half, and it's just really good what he's doing out there for his team in the second half.
Yeah, they're probably so used to him just dishing out the ball. They wasn't really expecting him to just throw it back like that. He had the lead right there. He could have just took the shot.
As Rowden under the basket gets the layup to fall, and Solano still trying to crawl back. Eliar puts up a 3-pointer, and it's no good. Rustin with the rebound. Here comes Joseph on the other end. Nice move. And a turnover there as another cross-court pass to Davis, and it's down to a 3-point game.
Yeah, those full-court passes are just on the dot, and you see that Sac City has to call timeout because they're just not prepared for – they don't know if they're playing football or basketball because the way that these dimes are getting dipped off, and Solano's just knowing how to press the floor and just getting fast break offense.
I am definitely convinced that they have practiced that they've gone over that in practice because, I mean, Lewis has just had some insane passes, and I don't know. I mean, they've had these cross-court passes leading into layups. I mean, that's absolutely huge. And it is a 3-point lead for Sac City with 11:16 to go. Solano crawling back into this game. What do you guys think about Solano? Tiago, we'll go over to you. What have you seen from them as they've basically flipped the switch from that first half?
Definitely a lot of plays from Hosea Barfield. He's been really key in this second half, and he's been scoring buckets from whether it's 3-point line or it's a layup. And definitely Eliar, definitely with the 3 points that are really bringing up the rear for the Solano Falcons. She keep up that kind of aggression in those 3-point shots, and I think they can win the game if they pull that off.
And a tough inbound pass as Rowden had to jump up to get it. They'll swing it over to the corner, and a reverse layup is no good, and a foul is called there. Looked like that was number 34, Michael Wadsworth. And Joseph will inbound it under the basket. But substitution here as Ganaway comes in.
Yeah, he definitely got bailed out on that reverse layup. That was an air ball.
And Eliar, I think, was hit there. And it'll be Solano basketball. RJ Lewis will bring it up for Solano. They can tie the game with a 3-pointer here as Ganaway gets it to Lewis. Lewis, crossover, nice move there. The 3-pointer is good. RJ Lewis actually had his foot on the line. It's a 2-pointer, but nonetheless an amazing play there from RJ Lewis. Meanwhile, Sac City on the other end has got the mid-range to go. And a quick response there from the Panthers. It's back up to a 3-point lead.
That was just beautiful offense executed by both teams. The way that RJ was able to create his own shot on that, and then Sac City comes right back down and with the ball movement to execute that shot as well. It was just great offense by both teams.
And it is going to be free throws here for Patrick Ganaway. We'll head to the line, and he is good on the first one with that line drive free throw. And some substitutions being made for Sac City. Rowden will head to the bench along with number 20, Alex Tesvarov. Look again away with that stern face. He looks focused. He missed the second free throw there.
Yeah, I was going to say, you could definitely see the frustration in his face.
So, looks like Lewis will inbound it. Lewis gets past his defender, spin move for a three-pointer on the way. It is good! And the Falcons take the lead. They have stormed back. They were down 11 at the half, and they're up 62-61. Sac City trying to respond. They miss it there. And looks like a foul was called, but wow, unreal.
Yeah, just insane plays with, I was telling you, these three-point shots are really what's going to bring the Falcons right up for a potential victory this game. And I know they're hungry looking for a dub with that 0-2 score that comes in.
Yeah, definitely. As Lewis will head to the line, he has been a major factor in this game. The freshman out of Vacaville knocks it down there, and the Falcons can start building on a lead here. As Lewis just averaging 7 points per game. That's what he averaged on the season. He has just been huge for the Falcons on all aspects of the game. It is 64-61 now, and Barfield will meet Joseph at the half court. And they'll swing it over to Rustin. Drives, layup, no. It'll be a foul called. That was number 10, Josh Lewis, and Lewis will head to the line.
You could definitely see that Coach Nagel went into the locker room emphasizing the three-point shot. He was able to realize that Sac City came out strong with their three-point shots with Joseph and just the rest of the Panthers, and he came out and made it an emphasis. And now you can see that Solano's right back in this game after knocking down a few of their three-point shots.
And Lewis at the line he's an 88% free throw shooter. Very efficient at the line. Doesn't shoot a lot of free throws, but he is pretty good when he's at the line. And he makes it a 1-point game. And Barfield will have it for the Falcons. And a timeout is called by Solano. And now they're looking to make some moves here.
Yeah, you could definitely see that Solano has brought down their turnovers. They haven't turned the ball over a lot in the second half so far. We've seen Sac City being a lot more loose with the ball. Like we're talking about just Solano. Solano's been very careful with the ball, and you can see why it's created more open shots for the offense.
And this is a Solano team that finished 9-15 overall in the season. They were 6-5 in the conference. They finished 5th that season. Contra Costa won the conference at 11-1. That kind of comes as a surprise. And
Definitely is a surprise. We see how bad they are now.
yeah, they definitely, especially with the women's team and the men's team, they were both struggled. So, yeah, that was the team that went 11-1 in the conference and 25-8 overall. Meanwhile, for Sac City, who's down 1 here, Joseph missed the layup. Rebound is no good. Lewis gets the rebound quickly. Sac City, they were 8-6 in the conference. They finished 4th, and they went 17-13 overall. So they had a bit more of a successful season than the Falcons, as Barfield will try a three, and that is good. Hosea Barfield is on fire, and it's a 4-point lead for the Falcons.
Yes, Zion, the way that Barfield came into the second half and just put an emphasis on this offense made him look way more aggressive. And another turnover for the Panthers right there just shows how the difference of this game and how it's changed. And it just shows that the Solano wants it just as bad as the Panthers do.
Yeah, shift in momentum as Eliar drew the charge there, and just like that, the Falcons really getting it going here. And a attempted lob there for Jefferson, or just a high pass, sailed out of bounds, so it'll be Sac City basketball.
Yeah, I don't know who he thought he was throwing it to on that, but that was definitely just a non-carrying pass.
Lewis drives, and that is no good there, but Rustin is there to clean it up. And it's down to a 2-point game. Lewis over to the corner to Barfield. Down low again, away for the layup. A nice pass there. Good vision from Barfield, and Patrick Ganaway extends this lead for the Falcons. Meanwhile, a missed layup there from Josh Lewis, and another foul is called.
You're able to see that Barfield is able to not just score, but he's able to put his teammates in positions where they can also score as well. So the way that he's leading this team, it helps Solano build his lead, and if he's able to continue that, then they'll be able to come out on top.
So Josh Lewis at the line. Misses the first free throw. And a substitution here. It looks like Carey that will come in. Jesse Carey. Lewis. Good on the second. 7.5 to go in this ball game. We could be in for quite a finish here from Solano College. Zion Trammell, Trey Hunt, and Tiago Harshberger with the call for you here. As the layup is good. And it is a 5-point lead for the Falcons. And a turnover there as Davis has it. Bounce pass to Barfield for three. No good. And Rustin will swing it over in transition, and a layup is good. 3-point game.
Yeah, you see that Barfield tried to take a charge right there, and it ended up not working in his favor, and he was able to get the easy layup on Barfield.
And we'll swing it over to the corner. Josh Lewis for three, no. And a rebound by Rustin. Unable to get it. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's Falcons basketball.
And you can see why that's so frustrating for the Panthers, because you get so many opportunities to score, and then you end up turning it over. It's just, especially when you're down, you know you have to get every opportunity that you can.
6:15 to go. Eliar with it. Over to Carey. Davis. Three-pointer on the way from Eliar is no good. And a rebound by Ganaway, who misses the shot there. Both teams with multiple chances, and both came up empty-handed. Meanwhile, Sac City will slow it down just a little bit as Rustin has it up top. Fade away on the way from Lewis, no good. And another foul, I believe, was called there.
Yeah, Ganaway's really been helping out. He's really been making a lot of the plays possible for the Falcons. Really been a key player here tonight.
He will shoot free throws, and yeah, he has been a big contributor for Solano. He will head to the line, and he knocks down the first free throw. So I mentioned this earlier, but I didn't get to finish, my thought. It was just what I noticed from this team we're watching right now compared to the team in the fall. This Falcons team definitely utilizes their bench a lot more. The Falcons team in the fall, Trey, I feel like they heavily relied on their starting five.
Yeah, most definitely. We used to see Jordan Adams on the floor a lot, and just with the other starters as well, and with Jordan Adams and just
Stafford.
Stafford. And they put in a lot of hard work, and they just needed their bench to come in. If their bench was able to come in and be more elusive and explosive, then they could have a way farther successful season.
Yeah, I would have loved to see this Falcons team with guys like Ganaway and Eliar, or Jefferson, just guys that can come in and make a big contribution. I think the Falcons, they did have a couple of those guys that made an impact, but it wasn't necessarily always consistent. But nonetheless, it was still a fun team to watch, still entertaining. Now we get a chance to look a little deeper into this 2015-2016 team, as Gary missed the shot there. And they drive on the other end, and he fell down in a foul. That is number 5, David King.
Yeah, in the first half, we see Solano take a lot more free throws right now, but it seems that Sac City is getting at the line a lot more, and they just have to be able to convert their free throws now.
So King to the line to try and make it a three-point game on this shot, and he is good there. It is 72-69, 5 minutes to go for David King, averaging 9 points per game on the season, and he missed the second one. There we go. Davis up top over to Barfield. Davis drives down low, and a foul is called. Looks like that was number 35, number 33, Lorenzo Martinez, who will head to the line.
That was a great inside pass by Brandon Davis to dish it off down low to Martinez, and it was able to get him the ball and then get fouled down low.
Big man standing at 6'6". He missed the first one. I would imagine if these two teams made more of their free throws, we'd have a lot more of a high-scoring game.
Yeah, most definitely. Free throws are always key to every team. He misses another free throw, but free throws are always key, and you don't even really think about it until the game's over.
Here is Joseph. We'll get it down low to King. A three-pointer on the way is no good. Barfield able to secure the rebound. And it'll be Davis bringing it up for Solano. Davis down low to carry. Barfield. Open for three, and it is good. Kind of lost it right there as it went up. But it went in, and it is 75-69. Meanwhile, King on the other end knocks down the three-pointer. Timeout Falcons. It is 75-72. David King with the response to the Barfield three.
And that is
ourselves a ball game.
And that's just all about confidence, and that's all about the Mamba mentality. When you see someone come down and knock down a three on you, you want to go do the exact same thing on the opposite end. And King was able to execute that. And now it's only a 3-point game, and now you have to see how you're going to come out and be more aggressive than the other team.
Definitely. And yeah, we definitely got a tight game here, and it'll definitely come down to the final minutes. As Carey will have it. Barfield drives, ball poked loose, and Martinez is fouled there.
Yeah, even though Jose lost the ball right there, Martinez was able to have his back right there and get the recovery, but now he has to just knock down his free throw.
So Martinez at the free throw line.
Martinez looks.
Yeah, go ahead.
Martinez looks very tight when he's shooting. Definitely not a relaxed free throw shooter that you see from most players. So I just wonder if that's really what's impacting his free throw game right now. That's 3 misses.
Yeah, he has struggled a little bit. He seems a little – definitely see the frustration on his face. And it is no good. Lorenzo Martinez has struggled from the line, but he's got to shake it off and play some defense here with 3.5 to go. King has it. Over to Rustin. The layup is no good, and a charge will go to Solano. And hopefully Eliar is okay. Or sorry, that is Lewis.
Yeah, it seemed like he just got banged up right there from the charge, but he's known for being a very tough player. I remember back in high school, he was always a good leader, and we remember Jordan Adams. Jordan Adams played on varsity as a sophomore in high school, so they were able to play together, and just the coaching that they were able to get at back high taught them how to be good leaders and just good teammates overall. And we see that RJ's able to get up and just continue to play with his teammates.
Barfield over to Carey. Lewis drives, and it is taken away by Sac City. They're able to control it there. Here comes King on the other end. Ball goes out of bounds, but it will stay with Sac City.
Yeah, we saw that King was not giving up that ball. He was going full force head first into the bucket, and he was able to execute the foul.
Will go to the line, and he is missed the first one.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if both teams after this after next practice everybody shoots their free throws and get better because nobody's able to be very consistent on the free throws.
It is 75-73. And King on the other end ties the game. 75-75 with 2.5 to go.
Yeah, we're definitely see Sac City starting to step their defensive game up. They're able to get their hands on balls a lot more than they were in the beginning of this half. The way that
disappointed that he didn't make that shot. That was close.
Yeah, definitely. Just the way that Sac City is aggressive has been just restricted Solano to be aggressive on the offensive end because their turnovers are increasing.
And definitely would have been the go-ahead layup there for Joseph, but he was stopped. And it'll be free throws for Sac City. 2:08 to go. This is Tyler Abrego at the line. And he knocks it down. And Sac City takes the lead 76-75 with the chance to make it a 2-point lead. It is good. And just like that, the Panthers retake the lead. And the Falcons have to respond.
At this moment of the game, this is when you realize, okay, free throws are actually important because the closer the game, the more important it is.
Meanwhile, Barfield gives the Falcons the lead with another three-pointer. It is 78-77, timeout Sac City. Wow, I mean, guys, Hosea Barfield is just unreal from three-point land in this second half.
Yeah, definitely, Zion. The way that Solano had to work their way around Devin Joseph in that first half, the way how he was on fire. Now Sac City has to come out and try to find ways how to stop Barfield. The way that he's knocking down his three-point shot and he found his rhythm, and now they have to figure out how are we going to stop him and slow down these Falcons.
Yeah, this has just been quite the game. Sac City led 41-30 at the half, and Solano is charged back with 48 points of their own in this second half. And we've seen quite the shooting display from Hosea Barfield. Brandon Davis has had some key shots. RJ Lewis has just been money from the free throw line. And now with the minute 45, it's going to be some key shots, key possessions coming up. Devin Joseph with the ball, guarded by Barfield. And it'll be Brett Lynch with the ball. Joseph drives. And it will be Solano basketball. A huge turnover for Sac City.
Yeah, definitely. And Joseph only stands at 5'7", so when he gets down there in the paint, it's hard for him to try to pass out when you have these big bodies over you, towering over you. You can't really see. So he has to try to find different ways to run that offense.
Ganaway lost it for a second, but is able to get it to Brandon Davis. Ganaway resets, gives him the screen, and a tough layup and a foul called. It'll be Brandon Davis to the line.
I believe Brandon Davis has to just continue with his aggressiveness and just continue to keep driving because we see that Sac City is not afraid to foul. They're going to continue to foul and make you fight for every single point.
Davis, good on the first. 1:08 to go, 79-77. And the second one is good. It is a 3-point lead. And now who do you guys trust? Tiago will ask you this. Who do you trust to take this three-pointer for Sac City? I think it's fairly obvious, but I just want to hear what you have to say.
I mean, obviously you want Devin Joseph to make it, but David King.
Yes, he knocks down the three-pointer, and it wasn't Joseph, but it was David King, and we are tied. Wow. What a shot. Yeah, Tiago, I think I would have said Devin Joseph as well, but David King was going to be my second choice, and he ties it up here. What a shot.
Yeah, definitely incredible how he just took that quick release, always that David King has, just quick release straight to the three-point shot for a tie game here in the second half.
Yeah, that's a huge play. And now, Trey, we're tied at 80. What does Solano need to do on this possession in order to retake the lead?
On this possession, Solano has to make sure that they don't rush themselves. It's a tie game. They're not down by 5. They're not down by a certain amount of numbers. You just have to run your offense. Try to take time down so you can give less time for them to make them panic. You have to just relax and find a good shot for you.
Yeah, they definitely can. I mean, if they want to, they can run it down to about 25, 24 seconds left if they use up the entire shot clock. But, of course, they're going to look for the best shot available at whatever time that they can get it. And it'll be Barfield with the ball. They'll swing it over to that is Jefferson. Davis, screen from Ganaway. 30 seconds, Barfield, deep three, no good. And David King with the ball. And a chance to give Sac City the lead. They're going to let this clock run a little bit. 18 seconds to go. King guarded by Davis. And they're going to totally let this clock run down. And they're going to actually call a timeout with 9 seconds to go. And I am interested to see what Coach Jones will run here and see who they're going to give the ball to, because there's obviously a few options that they can go here.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that was a great timeout because even though what he did was bring the time down so he has enough time for his own shot and enough time to make sure that Solano doesn't get a chance to try to do anything on their end. So right now, if I'm Coach Jones, I'm definitely trying to play through Devin Joseph to find his open shots, or even Devin King, who's on a hot streak right now, who took the last shot. You have to try to figure out what's good, who has a better chance at knocking down this shot.
Yeah, it's obviously an interesting situation here. And it'll come down to this play. And I do agree, Trey. I think that was a smart timeout in that, they were just stalling there. They're just sitting there. So you want to get them on the same page and in agreement on what they're going to do. So Lynch will inbound it for what could possibly be the final shot of the game. They're going to get it to King. Great defense from Lewis. 5 seconds. King drives. Shot goes out of bounds. And there are still 2 seconds. So definitely one last shot here for Sac City. Joseph is going to be the one inbounding it. And here we go. Trying to find someone. They'll get it to Lynch for 3. It is no good. And we are headed to overtime. We are tied at 80. Guys, I think that was the right shot there that they wanted. It just didn't go.
Yeah, definitely. That was a great plan. That was a great play executed. You had Lynch that was just he had his open shot and he was just leaning on the movement. If he was able to get a standing shot, he was probably able to knock it down because he was just a little bit off on that moving 3.
Yeah, that was definitely open, and Solano caught a break. So we're headed to overtime. We're tied at 85 minutes of basketball to try to determine this winner, try to determine the winner of this game. And Tiago, how does Solano feel knowing that Lynch definitely missed that open 3?
I mean, Solano's really got to be feeling great that Lynch missed that. Coach Nagels is probably talking with us, discussing different plays, how he can get more aggressive in overtime, because that's when this is now really counts, is who rises to the occasion in overtime, and just making sure they still got tight defense while a lot of offense plays is really what's going to secure this win tonight for the Solano Falcons.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be exciting to see some overtime basketball. Trey, we didn't see any overtime games. Actually, I could be wrong, but I don't remember seeing any overtime games when we covered them, the men's and women's team, in the fall, in the spring.
No, we just remember some very intense ending of the game, like knocking down free throws and coming down in moments like that.
So Jefferson was the one that went up for the tip there at the start of overtime, but it'll be Sac City with the basketball, and it'll be Joseph down low, and the ball is taken away there. That is Lewis. Another nice pass in the corner to Davis, and that play will be called, I believe, a jump ball, but it looks like it's staying with the Falcons.
Yeah, we're seeing the aggressiveness in Sac City. As their defense has been very aggressive the entire game. They haven't really slacked off on the aggressiveness as we see how many free throws Solano has made, but that was a good play by them right there.
Down low to Ganaway, and the shot is no good. Here comes Sac City with the ball. It'll be Lynch up top. And looks like a charge was called there. That was Arash Alayar with the defense there, and the Falcons will have the basketball. No team has scored yet in the opening minute of this overtime period.
Yeah, this is the moments that count the most. This is the moments where you don't want to turn the ball over.
Jefferson missed it, gets his own rebound. He is fouled, and the Solano bench likes to see the extra effort from Steven Jefferson, the sophomore guard. Or, sorry, he's a freshman. Yeah, he's a freshman out of Rodriguez.
Yeah, definitely. It's always good when your freshman comes out and be aggressive on the rebounds and then the second chance points as well. So you've seen that from him now. When you see him as a sophomore, he's going to be even more aggressive when he gets that confidence even higher.
So Jefferson gives the Falcons the lead. Meanwhile, Josh Lewis checks in for Sac City. Here is Jefferson at the line. He missed the second one. Lewis gets the rebound. Here is King. Down low to Rowden. And Rowden missed it. Ganaway with the rebound. 3.5 minutes to go. Davis guarded by King. Here is Ganaway. Down low to Davis. Ball taken away by Lynch. And Sac City trying to move it up. Rowden 4-3, no. Lewis with the tough rebound. And now Solano is pushing it. And they will slow it down here with Davis. Jefferson crossover to his right, and he misses the shot. No foul called. Jefferson on the putback. And Steven Jefferson makes it a 3-point Falcon lead.
And that's what you want from your freshman. That's what you want him to do. And the way he's coming alive in this overtime period, it's just good. It's good to see from him because usually freshmen they shrink down in those clutch moments, but he's coming back. He's coming alive.
He is not afraid of the moment, and Joseph will go to the line. We've said his name a lot in this one, and he knocks down the first free throw. It is 83-81.
Yeah, it's definitely going to come down to these free throws, and you can definitely see the difference in Solano's defense in the second half of this game. They definitely stepped it up.
So Joseph missed the second one. Ganaway was able to get the rebound, who I swear has a ton of rebounds this game. It's insane. And Barfield is back on the floor for the Falcons. And 2 free throws coming up for Hosea Barfield.
Yeah, for the Falcons to already be in the bonus with 2 minutes left to go, it's good for them because we know that Sac City is not afraid to foul. So by them being in the bonus right now, it just gives them more opportunity to stretch this lead out.
Yeah, definitely. 2.5 to go. Barfield, an excellent game. Oh, man, that is so unfortunate for Hosea Barfield. just rimmed out there and had a chance to make it a 4-point lead, but it's now only a 3-point lead as King drives. A wide-open mid-range is good there for Sac City. I don't think he had a lot of confidence that was going in because he started chasing his shot, but it did go in.
Yeah, that was a great mid-range shot right there for the Panthers. To be able to stretch the floor out like that is just great for them.
Corner three from Davis is no good. That was Abrego on the mid-range, by the way. As Abrego drives in, he is denied by Ganaway. What a block! Meanwhile, Davis on the other end, no good. Jefferson with the tip-in, no. Fight for the rebound. And Steven Jefferson, fighting through the contact, is able to get some free throws out of it. What a sequence from the Falcons. You had Ganaway with the rejection on Tyler Abrego, and Steven Jefferson getting multiple rebounds is now headed to the line.
Yeah, you got
the first free throw. Go ahead, Trey. Wow.
I was just going to say, you got the block from the garbage man, and you got the confidence from the freshman, and you see the energy from the bench, and it just brought the whole team alive.
Yeah, they definitely seem fired up. I think the Falcons really want to win this game, as Jefferson missed the second one, and he's missed a couple free throws in this game. And in this overtime period, Joseph, guarded by Barfield. King over to Joseph. And they get an open three-pointer. It is good! And Sac City takes the lead. Wow, what a shot. And the Falcons find themselves down.
And that's what we've been waiting to see. We've been waiting for them to find that three-point shot again, and they were able to get it right there.
Barfield throws it up to Jefferson, and I believe he was fouled once again.
Yeah, we see Barfield try to set up his teammate once again. He sees that Jefferson is on fire right now, so you can try to keep getting the ball, and he just has to knock down these free throws.
Jefferson back at the line, has a chance to redeem himself, and he misses the first one. That is his third miss of this overtime period, and I'm sure he has to be a little frustrated, but he still has a chance to tie it. He does. So we are tied at 86 with 48 seconds to go. And honestly, I'm sure his teammates are not complaining about the misses because Jefferson has kept them in this game. And we get a little bit of – okay, there we go, 30 seconds left. Down low, King, three-pointer, no. Rowden tried to get the rebound, and you love to see the hustle there from Alayar. And – okay. Or that might have been, was that Lewis?
No, it was they called the jump ball, but it is Sac City's possession. Keep it.
And it looks like now a timeout's being called. So it is 86 all, 24 seconds to go, and once again, it's like deja vu from the fourth quarter. We're at a point here where the team is going to have the final shot to win this game.
Yeah, right now in timeout has to figure out ways to not give up anything with just 24 seconds. 24 seconds left in the game. You have to figure out who are they going to go to and how they're going to. You don't want to give up an open play.
This is crunch time here for both teams. It's now or never. A tough fight between both teams that have shot a lot of free throws. Too many for me to count at this point. And it'll come down to this.
Yeah, definitely. Zion is going to come down to, most likely going to come to as well, like we've been talking about the whole game, just who's going to be more consistent.
David King to inbounds. They'll get it to Joseph, who is guarded by Davis. King, 15 seconds. Guarded by Lewis. Exact situation from the fourth quarter. They're not going to call a timeout here. 5 seconds. King trying to make a move. He drives. Corner three on the way. No good. And we are headed to double overtime. Once again, Sac City had the open three, and they were unable to convert it. So we are headed to double overtime, tied at 86.
And I know that's so tough to see for Coach Jones after you execute the perfect play twice, not just once at the end of the fourth quarter, and then twice again at the end of the first overtime, and his players weren't able to knock him down. So you have to figure out now how you got to keep it going for another 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's absolutely the shot they wanted. Thiago, if you're Solano, I mean, how many more breaks can you catch?
I mean, I don't know at this point. This is kind of crazy. The previous game went in double overtime just like this one. So Solano's really been pushing and getting lucky so far. And I think if Ganaway and Jefferson can keep up that same energy, Ganaway taking out the trash and Jefferson really just being aggressive and setting up his teammates to make plays, I think they can secure a possible win and defend well against the Sacramento City Panthers.
Yeah, this is definitely – we saw a lot of Ganaway, a lot of Jefferson in that overtime period. He will not get the tip once again, and here we go. Double overtime. 5 more minutes of basketball. King for three. He knocks it down. A quick three-pointer from Sac City, and that is David King.
And that's exactly how you want to come alive in the second overtime, to knock down a big three-point shot. That's a good confidence booster for King and the rest of the Panthers.
Here is Ganaway, a little dump off there to Davis. Ganaway down low, trying to make a move, and he missed the shot there. And honestly, something as small as that, just a big three and a missed shot can swing some momentum potentially. King tries it again, and he knocks it down again. Wow, David King back-to-back in double overtime. He's not trying to see a triple overtime, guys. Timeout on the floor. Wow, Sac City is fired up.
I mean, that's absolutely incredible. David King really pulling it out. Devin Joseph and David King really just bringing up the rear with the shooters, and they're really just knocking down these points. I know they're probably frustrated for missing those last potential game-winning threes, and that's what's really going to change this game and that kind of energy that they have.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen that he's had enough. He's tired of this game. He's ready to go home, and he's like, I'm going to come out, coach, and I'm going to knock down 1 3, and I come back, and I'm going to knock it down again. And he was able to do that, and we see that now Solano has to find their rhythm, how they're going to knock their shots down, because now they're down by a big deficit for overtime overtime-wise, and they have to figure out how to get back in it quick.
Yeah, just a turn of events, and honestly, Solano just looks stunned at this point. I mean, David King came out here and just said, you know what? I'm done. As you said, Trey, I'm done. I'm ready to go home. Let me knock down a couple big threes. And we have 4 minutes left. And I don't know about you guys, but you can just – I'm sure you can just, like, feel it from both teams. They just – a huge momentum shift.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen it. The first half, it was Sac City and Solano, now it's Sac City again.
And that turnover will not help at all. Rowden down low. Layup is good, and they will call off the shot. looked at for the moment like it was going to be an and one for Rowden, and I think if that happens, that might have been the nail in the coffin right there. But Solano does catch a break, and they have the ball here, down 6. This game is obviously not over. You still have 3:45 to go. I think for the Falcons, they definitely have a chance to just do what they've been doing all game and try and march back in it. Davis drives, layup, no. And that's not what you want right there. Here comes King on the other end. 3-pointer from Joseph, no. He gets his own rebound, and, I thought for a second he was going to throw that out of the way, but he found David King. King drives. Layup is good, but it'll be Falcon basketball.
Yeah, throughout the first and second half, we've definitely seen that Joseph was that guy. Joseph was the guy that was running the offense for Sac City and just telling them where to go and when to be there. But for this overtime periods, King has stepped up a lot, and for him to be a freshman to do that, it just says a lot.
Yeah, that definitely says a lot. From David King, a screen from Jefferson. Solano has yet to score in this double overtime as Lewis tries to change it there, and a much-needed foul there, and it'll be free throws. That's a way to just get some points on the board and tell your team, all right, you know what? We got this, guys. We're only down 6. We can come back. As Lewis knocks down the first free throw. And here comes Jesse Carey, who comes in for Martinez. And the second one is good, so much-needed free throws. R.J. Lewis has been money from the line. He has not missed. Here is Joseph. And they will clear it out, guarded by Jefferson. Joseph behind the back over to King. Another 3, no. And Jefferson with a nice rebound. And here is R.J. Lewis. We haven't seen Barfield do a whole lot in these overtime and double overtime periods. They'll swing it over to Lewis. He puts up the jump shot. It is no good. And a huge rebound under 2 minutes to go. And King will have it up top for Sac City.
Solano just hasn't found their rhythm this entire second overtime period, and you can see how it's hurt them a lot.
And a possible a turnover. Lewis comes away with it. Here comes the Falcons over to the corner. Barfield 3. No. Jefferson tried to get the rebound, and it's going to stay with Solano. I don't know if I missed something, but it definitely looked like it was going to Sac City.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like it was all either Jefferson or RJ, but the refs seemed different.
3-pointer on the way. No, but a rebound by Carey. Lewis is fouled once again. So RJ Lewis with a chance to bring it to 2. All the points from Solano in this double overtime has been free throws from RJ Lewis. And, well, they've only scored 2 points, but.
And that's definitely on Coach Nagel. You have to find ways to get the offense going, and they haven't been able to find any offense other than getting fouled and trying to get points at the free throw line, which is, if you really think about it, it's good for Solano. You're slowing the game down, and the time's not running, so you have more time to think about what you're going to do.
Lewis is good. It's 92-90, down to a 2-point game. And, I mean, for the Falcons, they've only made free throws in this double overtime. Drive there, down low taken away by Carey, and the Falcons have a chance to tie it. Over to Jefferson. Crossover. The freshman has a jump ball, and it will stay with the Falcons. They're going to inbound it to the right of the to the left of the basket. You're facing it. And it'll be Lewis to inbound it. I can imagine this goes to Barfield. It does not. It goes to Carey. Jefferson, under a minute to go. It's now or never. Barfield with 43 seconds. Three-pointer, moving three, no, and a rebound from the Panthers. I think it might be a little fatigue setting in for both teams as they've struggled to put up some points in this double overtime.
Yeah, definitely, and that's not the shots you want to get up if you're Coach Nagel. You want to find a better offensive play than that.
King drives, and I believe it was, there's a timeout here, so it's 92-90, Sac City, and this possession can make or break the game here with 18 seconds to go. We'll see what happens, guys. I mean, this has been quite the game. Both teams going at it, and lots of free throws. You've said that so many times during this broadcast. And now we may finally know the end result of this game.
Yeah, definitely, Zion. And Sac City just has to stay alive and not commit any dumb turnovers, basically. And they have to know that Solano's going to be aggressive, as they know that it's going to come down to where they have to play the foul game. They know that nobody has been very consistent at the free throw line. So if Sac City knows that, they know that they have to be able to knock down those free throws.
So we will see what happens here in these final moments. Could you imagine if we had a triple overtime?
Oh, goodness. Just the amount of tension that just builds in these final moments. Triple overtime would just be absolutely insane and just be a matter of conditioning at that point.
Yeah, definitely. So Joseph will have it. He gets it to the corner. Shot on the way. No. And Barfield has it. 8 seconds. 7. He drives. He has the layup. It's good. And
No.
of the bench, I believe they're going to wave it off. What is all on the floor?
Crazy.
Barfield put in the shot to tie it, but it's Sac City basketball. And now they have to foul immediately. They don't do so. They do get the foul, but there's only 3.5 seconds left. And if David King is able to knock down these 2 free throws, that'll be the ball game.
That is crazy that he had it right there. And somebody must have committed a foul and they turned the ball over. So tough for Solano, especially if you're Hosea and you knew you had it right there and it just wasn't good enough.
Yeah, you could see the disappointment on his face, a little bit of disbelief. King knocks down the first free throw, and it is 93-90. And this could be the game right here. Good. And it is 94-90. And in all likelihood, that will do it. Half-court heave from Lewis, and that is the ball game. Sac City wins it 94-90. Tiago, how big of a win is this quickly for Sac City?
I mean, this has been an incredible win. The double overtime really brought a lot of attention, but they really stepped up with the free throws from Martinez. Yeah, they said with the free throws, stepped up with the layups, and I believe that was a carry on Hosea Barfield. That's why I went to the Sac City. And just those key parts and pieces of just making sure to make free throws, like you said, and just not fouling, and those are really what made the difference in the game for Sac City Panthers today.
And Trey, just real quick, what can Solano take from this game?
They can just take that they were able to battle back, even though they didn't pull out on top. They were able to come back and just give your confidence for the rest of the season that you're able to fight back no matter how much you're down.
So that will do it. Sac City wins this ball game 94-90 in double overtime. For Trey Hunt and Tiago Harshberger, I'm Zion Trammell. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope to see you next time.